Welcome back. Welcome back to this Epic Hour with the Epic team, Kuda and myself, William.
Yeah.
We also want to thank each and everyone that has been sending in questions. We've been receiving your calls, we've been receiving your texts and your emails. And it's such a pleasure to hear from you, so do not stop getting in touch with us. Anyway, one of the questions that everyone has been asking about is Epic Energy. Where did you come from? Where did you guys come from? All of a sudden you hear about this team, the Epic team that does epic stuff. Where do they come from? Kuda, help us.
Right. We are all about being epic, making sure
I can
that
see you can see he's overwhelmed with the epic energy.
yeah, definitely. Look, this is something that we Epic Energy was founded more than 4 years now, and we've been in this space providing solutions, solar solutions. You talk of your water for the farming community. You talk of your homeowners as well as businesses with access to energy. So that's hence we try to associate by defining ourselves with the name Epic Energy, where we say every time we bring joy to someone's face, that's very epic. So hence Epic Energy.
But there's one thing that you highlighted that I would love for you to elaborate on.
Okay.
That Epic Energy, it's not just about solar panels. We're a company that provides solutions. Mm-hmm. We provide solutions. When you've got no power and you need to communicate and you need to trade, we're the solution.
Definitely.
And it's not just about solar panels. Can you expound a little bit more?
Right. Look, at the end of the day, it's about meeting the needs, of our customers. That is at the core of Epic Energy. We provide solutions. We try to build relationships. We understand your needs to say, what do you want at the end of the day? What do you want to power? What do you want to achieve with this energy aspect? Especially right now, since we are faced with a challenge in the country, it's necessary to make sure you have access. So it doesn't matter your budget or the size of solution that you need. It can be as small as just lighting and powering your computers or your phones. Then you can build it up from there. So we are here to listen to your needs and be able to make sure everything becomes epic.
And one other thing is, we just want to give a shout out to everyone in Australia that's on the streets, that's promoting and campaigning for the world going green, and it's something that I think also Africa needs to embrace, and where we start to to engage, to use solar energy, renewable energy, and not just our fossil energy, which does harm to the environment. And one other project that I'm particularly impressed about is what's happening in Egypt, where they're building this 6x6 kilometer solar farm, which is going to power something like 130k megawatts, and that's where we're supposed to go. Zimbabwe has got sunlight for like 300 days.
Yeah,
and we can be harvesting all that free energy, and that's what we're all about.
Yeah, that's
going green.
That's where we stand. I mean, as far with global warming, obviously we need to look at going green, especially for Africa. For Africa, we are very much poised to harness our own power, to become our own, to become a giant as far as this power generation is concerned. And we need to take the reins and make sure we kickstart this thing and keep moving at it. As we have said, it's about making the changes that will make safer for our kids into the future. So coal right now is not going to keep working, and we've got many other fossil fuels, but this sun is always going to be there, and it's time that we start maximizing, harnessing it, and making sure it works for us.
You're an old man.
Not very old.
I've got a story for you.
Okay, go for it, Billy.
There's this scientist called Galileo. He was kicked out of church.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
This is historical fact. Galileo was kicked out of church.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Keep going.
Because he said that the earth is round. Mm-hmm. And the fathers then were preaching the earth is flat. Don't go too away from the church because you will fall off.
Okay.
This is a true story. But funny enough, if you go in the Bible, I think it's in Isaiah 40, it says that he who sits above the cycle earth. Mm-hmm. The same Bible actually said that the earth is round.
Okay.
And there was that myth, don't go too far from the church, you will fall off. Don't go too far from Epic Energy, you will fall off. Anyway, I'm not talking about falling off the green planet, but I want to talk about myths. A lot of people think that solar energy is expensive. I think it's expensive for us to shut down fossil energy and move over to green energy because we're making money from it. But the truth is, it's not really expensive, is it?
Yeah, it's not really expensive. I mean, if you do your planning properly, if you structure things, because you see, the thing is, most times we are always reacting to say circumstances. Like as you have said, fossil fuel, I mean, it's dying. That's one end. And the other aspect, obviously, is going to be expensive. So at the end of the day, to look at solar, you know, in the long term, and if you start envisioning and building towards it, it's something that will be worth your while, and it will be cheaper in the long term. But the initial investment obviously might look scary, but at the end of the day, if you plan for it, then you're guaranteed you really enjoy your energy.
So to summarize all these very long lines, you're saying that solar energy is not an expense, it's an investment.
It is an investment.
But that's where the problem is.
Okay.
You know, Africans don't save. Forgive me, it's debatable, it's subject to opinion. If you disagree with me, comment section, come, I really want to talk to
us.
Right, anyway, but I think not everyone in Africa has got a culture of saving. Which government, which country in Africa has got savings? Good
Not
question.
many.
I'm not saying that there's none, but we really don't have a strong culture of saving. It's like, and I think when you're talking about solar energy, we're used to paying for, you know, I use my electricity, I pay it now. But we don't have that culture where we save money to say, look, I'm going to put aside $3,000 US. I'm going to put aside $5,000 US to build a solar system. And then when I implement it for the next 10 years, I'm not spending a penny on lighting. I'm not spending a cent for powering my laptops and charging my gizmos and everything. We don't look at it from that perspective where I should save. We're saying I can't fork out 5,000 at once. But remember, you fork it out once, you've got what, 5-10 years. And the good thing about our systems is that they come with a warranty.
True.
Now, come on.
Yes, yeah, obviously, you know, like what he's saying, you see, when something, okay, there's a statement that was said some time ago by Strive Masiwa, where he said, you know, renewable energy is at the tipping point, just like 1994, you know, when the telecoms started, you know, changing things, disrupting. So it's the same thing right now, you know. So if the balance, if, you know, the governments are not going to take on this part, obviously the private sector is going to overtake and make sure, you know, those who have the capacity, and sometimes creating the opportunity where you have like what you call pay as you go, and you are only paying to own a system. And eventually, you know, you have literally saved thousands of dollars. You can go to holiday because you would have, you know, built a culture of saving. So definitely with solar energy, it's something that can help you to come to that place where you can, you know, you can earn instead of just spending.
And you know, one other aspect that probably we need to highlight is, okay, do not kill me for saying this, but I love, you know, just telling people the truth. Prices have been going up every day.
Yeah.
All over the world. Nothing ever remains the same. All over the world. But now when you invest in solar energy, what you've done is you've pegged your energy costs. You've pegged them down. They're not going to go up for the next 5-10 years. So that means as electricity charges go up, you're not affected because it was a once-off payment, and thereafter all you're doing is saving. So if you really want to make money, maybe you should think about how can I, you know, peg my expenses, because if you can control your expenses to X and know for the next 10 years expenses on X amount, you just work on your income, you're sorted, you're home and dry.
Yeah, definitely.
And we're talking about thinking smart, acting smart, and yet we don't consider solar energy. I don't think that's a smart thing to do.
Definitely. Because, I mean, if you also look from, let's say, from a government point of view, I mean, obviously, it's important, as you are saying, if we are going to go solar. You've got your rooftop covered with solar panels, right? Then what it simply means is that there's no, you don't need to keep digging for this fossil fuel. Every time you are going to look for something that is going to service the energy aspect, obviously you would need to generate. There's a lot of expenditure there. But if you put your solar panels on the roof, or let's say we do that power plant, you're guaranteed for the next 30 years, your pricing for energy can come to stability, because you're not literally needing to be generating or to be digging the land to make sure you keep going.
Kuda, you're gonna be in trouble.
Why?
You're gonna be in trouble. Because okay, let me paraphrase what he's saying. This guy is saying, if you don't peg your expenses, something is with you.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. He agrees. I didn't say it. Okay, we'll be back in a few minutes. We're just going to go to a musical break. So stay tuned, start sharing this page, because this is the Epic Hour. Listen, life is for living. Life is for living. Life is for living. It's not supposed to be spent with you looking for water. Water is supposed to come to you. That's how things are supposed to work. So start living and stop looking for water. Give us a call and we'll come and install the Epic Well system or the Epic Borehole systems that run on solar energy. And you don't have to spend your whole life looking for water, but water will start coming to you, and all you have to do is enjoy life, spend it with your family and not looking for water. Remember, it can be easy. All you have to do, give us a call. Life is for living. Listen, life is for living. Life is for living. Life is for living. It's not supposed to be spent with you looking for water. Water is supposed to come to you. That's how things are supposed to work. So start living and stop looking for water. Give us a call and we'll come and install the Epic Well system or the Epic Borehole systems that run on solar energy. And you don't have to spend your whole life looking for water, but water will start coming to you, and all you have to do is enjoy life, spend it with your family and not looking for water. Remember, it can be easy. All you have to do, give us a call. Life is for living. Okay. Welcome back.
Yeah.
There's something that happened in Zimbabwe not long ago that is epic.
Okay.
Do you think they're ready to hear about it?
Yeah, I'm sure they.
Come on.
Tell
me. Anyway, something epic happened. One hospital in Zimbabwe, in Africa, in Harare, went green.
Okay.
They went off the grid completely. A whole hospital that's running on solar energy.
Yeah.
Epic powered. Epic energy. A whole hospital in Borodom.
Yeah. Trauma center. We're actually powering the ICU section, as well as the casualty side. So it's a gradual thing, of course, but that's the route they are taking. They are going off grid, and if you go by their car park, you notice that there's a carport that is an area of solar panels, and they are being powered by Epic Energy.
And do you know the good thing about it? You've got a whole hospital that's running on solar energy. So what it essentially means is we can go all over Africa and have hospitals running on solar energy.
Yeah.
The sun is reliable in Africa.
Very true.
We're blessed to have the sun.
Yeah, considering...
Is that why you're in yellow today?
That's why I'm in yellow today, representing the sun. Yeah, I mean, considering really, obviously, I always come closer to home. The challenges that we are facing, fuel is going up. At the same time, there's fuel queues. Half the time you go with your generator, you have to carry your generator to the fuel queue, you know, because of that situation. Half the time you can't get your jerry can fueled up because of the circumstances on the ground. So obviously
we need to move.
Solar
and you know,
becomes
do you remember that car that we saw on Wednesday? We had opportunity to bump into, what's his name, Tinashe, the Nash Paints owner.
Oh yes, yeah.
He drives an electric powered car.
Yeah.
And that car is nice.
True, definitely.
Tonight, I wish I wish I could just get the keys off him and say, you know, but that's the way we're supposed to go. We're supposed to go green, save the environment. True. Now, I want to ask you a question. Do you have a solar system in your house? Do you have a solar system in your workplace? What are the challenges? What's stopping you from getting one if you don't have? Talk to us. Get in touch with us at Epic Energy. And let's see how we can help each other out. Because I'm sure terms are possible.
Yeah.
That can be arranged. And last week we were talking about students studying and, you know, your children studying.
The challenges,
and exams around the corner.
True.
But you don't want your kid failing school because daddy did not get a solar panel just to provide lighting.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And mommy too.
Very true.
You shouldn't just blame the dads. Unless they're called Kuda. Right?
No, not really.
No. No, seriously. Try and give the best that you can for your children. And sometimes it's just a little solar panel.
That's true.
2 little LED lights. A small little solar battery.
Yeah.
It's not complicated.
It's not at all.
It's not rocket science.
It's not.
It doesn't require Einstein. It's simple. It's simple.
And easy.
And you know what? Talking about simple. One of the things that we're going to have in this Epic Hour is we're going to have a masterclass. And we've got this genius called Tinashe. You know, Tinashe's got a problem. Every time you ask him a simple question, all he tells you is amps per hour, voltages, and sine wave, and pure sine waves, and this. And I don't know what... Do you know what? I actually think when he's snoring, he's like 12 volts, 15 volts.
Yeah.
We need to get a psychiatrist or something.
Yeah, so I mean, like what he's saying, the reason for this program is interacting, you know, with our customers, sharing information. So this masterclass is going to really do just that, where we're going to talk about system sizing, we're going to talk about the components, literally everything about solar we're going to be discussing in this masterclass. So send us your questions, whatever you want to know about solar. You know, we are the guys who will help you also to, you know, to become smart and intelligent and make sure you're making a smart investment.
And you know something, that there's always new technology coming out. So this is the hour where you hear what the latest technology is. Now, smart people stay ahead.
Yeah.
I don't think you got me. I said smart people stay ahead. Smart people always tune into Epic Energy because you stay smart. Do the right thing. Anyway, we're going to talk about these inverters that, let's say, when you've got enough panels, your house literally runs off the sun. You're not running through batteries, just running through the solar panels. So your stove is running on panels. You're using the sun to do those chip fries.
Yeah.
You know, I think I need to lose weight. Anyway, imagine cooking using the sun.
Yeah.
People are doing it now. And I'm talking about people in Zimbabwe literally using the sun to power their stoves. Yeah. They're cooking sadza using sunlight. Sunlight powered sadza. Sunlight powered bovos. Sunlight fried chicken.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do the smart thing. Smart people use free energy, free sunlight.
Definitely true.
Why should you always be fucking out money? Give me the money.
It's free.
Give it to me.
It's free.
So we're gonna have this master class, and we're gonna have Tinashe and a few other experts. And I promise you one thing. I will tune their technical jargon down and break it down into simple things, so that when you're talking of a panel, I'll be describing a panel as your frying pan, you know, and just break it down and make it simple. You know, one thing I love about professors is they always know how to make complicated things simple. And if you meet someone who's always talking about these big words and these long sentences, it's evident that that person is not educated.
Okay.
Yeah. If they're always talking big words, they're not educated. Because educated people know how to break things down to make it simple.
True.
Because the more you learn, the more you realize that you don't know nothing.
Okay, I think I'll run away from Billy for now. I just want to say to everyone who is online, who has just joined us, thank you very much. I can see my Coach Nasi is there, you know, watching with us. I can see Thomas Matikiti somewhere there. Oh, my wife as well, Moira. So everyone, come on, join us. I mean, this is your program. Let's interact. Let's talk solar. That's why we're here. Then we have our host Billy trying to make us laugh. So let's laugh with him as we make the earth green.
Okay. Now, I just want to take this opportunity as well.
Okay.
Now, we've got a lot of solar products that are being sold out there. And people are always going for the cheap stuff because they want to save money.
Yeah.
Smart thing to do?
Not really, because it will cost you more.
No, hang on, but I've just saved money. What do you mean it's going to cost me more?
It's going to cost you more. You see, the thing is that solar is
Hang
not
on,
like bread.
no, wait a minute. I've just saved money and you're saying that it's going to cost me more.
Okay, there are two things that you have to look at.
Look, instead of spending $1,000, I've just spent $200 and it's written solar panel. And you're telling me that it's going to cost me more and I've saved $800. I've got $800 to go to the pub. $800 to go watch Arsenal beat Man United.
Okay.
In my own little world.
In your own little world, right? Okay, so basically, like what he's saying, sometimes you may look, it might look as if you are saving. That's why we are here. Because the most important thing is for you to learn, understand what you need, know the brands, know the quality, and you know what works and what doesn't. Because that's what's important. Because as you make an investment, yes, go and save your $500 and knowing pretty well that in the next 3 months or maybe after 2 weeks, I'll still need to go to look for another solar panel. So if you're going to want to save, know that as you invest in solar, you're investing into the future. It's not bread which you eat and you pass out. I've said that before. So you just need to make a smart decision, and you make an investment once and for all and never think about it and look in the view mirror whilst others are going back and saying mine is not working. So that's why we're here. So let's help you to make the best choice possible that will be cost effective in the long run. Because sometimes if you look at the pricing, yes, the price it can be deceiving, but the cost that you're going to incur trying to make sure you correct that mistake will cost you much more.
Okay. So in other words, you're saying we don't have original products out there?
We do have original product out there, but like I said, look, you always have the high end and you always have the low. So you need to understand where you need to go and what you need to achieve at the end of the day.
Okay.
So most times customers get disappointed because they are trusting search. Try to understand the industry. Try to understand your needs. Like when we talk of sizing, you know, try to understand, okay, what appliance do I need to run? I'm running my TVs, I'm running maybe my fridges, all those things need to run. Maybe you want an aircon as well in there. So if someone sized the wrong thing for you, you're going to be disappointed, obviously. So if you understand those modalities, then you're able to make sure you know it's easy for you to serve.
But could we say that people that go for the wrong package, they're misinformed? And they're misinformed because you guys are too expensive to quote me. If I want you to come and tell,
to give you information or even do a site visit.
But when I was asking you about Land City, you were charging me.
Come on, Billy. At the end of the day, because like what we're talking about here, it's about you knowing exactly what you need. And our solutions comes in a modular form. Like I said, I think at the beginning of the program, we said you can start off with running. If you just want your lights, you just want to make sure your phones are charged, then you can get that going. Then from there you upgrade over time and really achieve the final outcome that you need. So it's not about really going all out once, but you do it in stages. But you want to do it in stages when it makes sense, not
lighting. I get a lighting system that works, and I don't have to come back and fix a lighting system.
That's true.
The next thing, I go to my cooking service.
Yeah.
Make sure that I've got enough system that can power the cooking. And then
exactly.
by then I'm entirely off the grid.
Off the grid. That's what we're talking about. And then especially right now, kids are about to write exams. I mean, just go something small, something that works. I mean, give them lights. Let them study at night. They don't want to come back to you and say you did not do your part. So as you said, you don't want to be like dead Kuda, but anyway, I'm trying my best.
Right, for now we're just going to go to a musical break, so do not go away. It's just a few seconds. We're just going to play you some little for living. Life is for living. It's not supposed to be spent with you looking for water. Water is supposed to come to you. That's how things are supposed to work. So start living and stop looking for water. Give us a call and we'll come and install the Epic Well system or the Epic Borehole systems that run on solar energy. And you don't have to spend your whole life looking for water, but water will start coming to you, and all you have to do is enjoy life, spend it with your family and not looking for water. Remember, it can be easy. All you have to do, give us a call. Life is for living. Listen, like with you looking for water. Water is supposed to come to you. That's how things are supposed to work. So start living and stop looking for water. Give us a call and we'll come and install the Epic Well system or the Epic Borehole systems that run on solar energy. And you don't have to spend your whole life looking for water, but water will start coming to you, and all you have to do is enjoy life, spend it with your family and not looking for water. Remember. But welcome back. It's been fun having this old man here.
True.
But all good things must Tinashe. He's the guy that when he greets you, it's always measured in amps and volts and sine waves and hertz and all those technical jargons.
And then monocrystalline and polycrystalline, I don't know whatever that means. But
do you know what? Okay, I really wonder how he told his wife, I love you, how he asked her out, it's just a question that baffles. Anyway, so in a few minutes, we're just going to cut into a commercial break, and then Tinashe is going to come and we're going to be talking about components and further elaborating about the simple things that you need to make your life easier. Yeah. And any last words from you before?
In this situation we are facing currently, so whenever you think energy, think of Epic Energy. I mean, we want to educate you first. So even if you call us offline, beyond this camera, we're just there to inform you, empower you first. So
education is for free.
Exactly. Make an informed decision, because it will haunt you into the future.
Okay. And how can people get in touch with you?
You can get in touch with us on 0772 441 552 or 0719 441 552. The email is kuda@epicicts.com.
So this is the last segment with Kuda, but we're going to have another segment with Tinashe where we're just going to continue exploring the many different facets on Epic Energy. But just to summarize what we've discussed in this first segment is we managed to get to a point where we agree that solar system is not an expense, it's an investment. So don't look at it as an expense. You're investing in your future. You're investing in your future in the sense that it's a once-off payment But after you do that, the money you were supposed to be spending on electricity bills is money that you can go on holiday, is money that you can take yourself out. And
Yes.
then we also established that if you entered, because partly or your whole system is off the grid.
Yes.
So inflation is something that you hear about next door, like from your neighbor, not really affecting you directly. And then we also talked about Trauma Center, and we are going to do an in-depth documentary on Trauma Center. The first hospital that has gone green, the first hospital in Zimbabwe that's just gone off the grid and is working towards running off solar energy. And we would love to see more companies, embrace the green technology.
Definitely true.
Is there anything else that I missed out?
No, you've covered literally everything.
Yeah, and then we also established that he's old and I'm young. Talking about the components, trying to break down the so-called complicated gadgets that turn heat energy into zip. Easy. All you have to do, give us a call. Life is for living. Listen, life is for living. Life is for living. Life is for living. It's not supposed to be spent with you looking for water. Water is supposed to come to you. That's how things are supposed to work. So start living and stop looking for water. Give us a call and we'll come and install it. But water will start coming to you, and all you have to do is enjoy life, spend it with your family, and not looking for water. Remember, it can be easy. All you have to do, give us a call. Life is for living. Listen, life is for living. Life is for living. Life is for living. It's not supposed to be spent with you looking for water. Water is supposed to come to you. That's how things are supposed to work. So start living and stop looking for solar energy. And you don't have to spend your whole life looking for water, but water will start coming to you, and all you have to do is enjoy life, spend it with your family, and not looking for water. Remember, it can be easy. All you have to do, give us a call. Life is for living. Listen, life is for living. Life is for living. Life is for living. It's not supposed to be spent with you looking. So start living and stop looking for water. Give us a call and we'll come and install the Epic Well system or the Epic Borehole systems that run on solar energy. And you don't have to spend your whole life looking for water, but water will start coming to you, and all you have to do is enjoy life, spend it with your family, and not looking for water. Remember, it can be easy. All you have to do, give us a call. Life is for living. Hello, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Come on. We are there to make the wrongs right.
Okay. Now his name is Tinashe. I've been on a couple of field trips with him.
Thank you very much.
And I always pity the customers, because when he starts talking, he doesn't keep quiet.
And unfortunately today I'm more on the quiet side. When you're going to informative, you don't have to talk more. So I'm going to talk less.
Okay. Tinashe,
Hi.
do you want to greet our guest?
Hello everyone watching us right now. I'm Tinashe and this is my good brother Billy. And we're just going to demystify solar installations and solar components for today.
Okay. Now tell me something. I don't want to spend a lot of money, But I want to be able to power, say, I've got a 7-roomed house. I want to be able to light the whole house, just have basic lighting, and then be able to watch my TV and a DVD player. Roughly, what do I need?
First part, I want to just correct you. I'll correct and last. I think it's my first and last.
Okay.
When we're talking solar, we don't talk of room.
Glitch, just a small one. So we'll be back in a few seconds. Don't go far, don't go far. Remember, we're talking about things that you want to hear. Listen, life is for living. Life is for living. Life is for living. It's not supposed to be spent with you looking for water. Water is supposed to come to you. That's how things are supposed to work. So start living and stop looking for one solar energy. And you don't have to spend your whole life looking for water, but water will start coming to you, and all you have to do is enjoy life, spend it with your family, and not looking for water. Remember, it can be easy. All you have to do, give us a call. Life is for living. Listen, life is for living. Life is for... Water is supposed to come to you. That's how things are supposed to work. So start living and stop looking for water. Give us a call and we'll come and install the Epic Well system or the Epic Borehole systems that run on solar energy. And you don't have to spend your whole life looking for water, but water. Well, welcome back. Apologies for the technical glitch. Some of these things happened. And remember, just imagine, when I started this like when you take your car to a mechanic, right? It's got a problem with one plug. It's going beep, boom, beep, boom, beep, boom. He opens it, then it starts like, whoom, everything is perfect. But as you drive off, the next thing the wheel goes. Technical people.
Unfortunately, I'm not the technical, I mean this one.
Anyway, so back to our question. I asked him a simple question. I've got a 7 lights, 10 lights, 12 lights.
Exactly.
And remember what I said, they're always speaking in these technical terms. For me, it's just a room. I don't
Today
need
I'm
to
going
know.
to make it very simple for you, my brother.
Okay.
Last week we went through, I think 2 weeks back, we went through system sizing.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you went around.
Okay.
We basically taught people of what to look at. Initially, they should be able to size their systems.
Don't need to know about your solar watts and solar watt.
You don't need to know that.
Yeah.
Agreed. And I agree with you 100%.
Okay.
But you also need to know how much of electricity you're consuming.
Okay.
And you need to know the smart ways of conserving energy.
Okay.
Cutting your bill list.
Okay.
We have gone from the incandescent lamps which consumed 100 watts. I think everyone knew those old lamps so
The tungsten
the
bulbs.
tungsten ones which consumed about 100 watts. Now we've
They
gone,
were good for winter because the house would be warm.
oh my brother, but it was expensive. So we've moved to probably the latest technology. Now you have LED which consume way less. So where we could put maybe probably one of those tungsten bulbs, now you can get 10 LEDs to do the same job.
Okay.
So when you're saying like 7-roomed house with 7 of those tungsten ones, that's about 700 watts. Imagine now we can do it with 70 watts of 10 watt LEDs. So it's always important for people to look at the wattage of whatever appliance they intend to run on solar.
Okay.
Before.
And you've just made me look like a fool.
No, you're not a fool,
Thank
my
you
brother.
very much.
You're the best brother I have.
Okay, so an average room, okay, 7 rooms, 70 watts,
Lighting.
roughly on lighting. And then an ordinary TV, let's say
150 at most.
150. So that brings us to around 210, 220 watts. And then DVD player,
DVD player, gave it 50 watts.
50 watts. So that's like under 300 watts.
Under 300 watts
300.
for whatever you want to run.
Okay.
But it won't kill you to get a 1000 watt.
Okay.
Because we anticipate
Better safe than sorry.
safe than sorry. No, we anticipate that maybe in the coming days, probably you're going to maybe to add some more things. So you'd rather maybe buy it big first than buying it again.
Okay.
So you see, sometimes that's why you consult us. That's where we come in. We tell you, come on, don't buy the small one. buy the big one.
But that's more money for you.
No, it's more money for us, but it's a big saving for you. Because imagine if you're going to upgrade and having to buy the exactly, and you're stuck with one in bed at home.
But when you tell people, do they listen to you?
People listen to good advice. I think
Okay.
that's one thing people listen to.
Okay.
People listen to confident people.
Okay.
And people listen to people who actually deliver. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. If you know what you're basically talking about, people will listen to you.
Okay. I'm also particularly worried about the number of projects that we have there. So you can pick up your phone and say, Epic, the system you installed, I've got this hiccup, which also I understand doesn't happen a lot.
It doesn't happen.
Once in a while, it can happen. It's technology.
Sometimes the acts of God,
Yeah. So, but you can call in now.
Any time of the day.
So talk to me. I'm the DIY kind of a guy.
All right.
I'm the do-it-yourself kind of guy. I want to save money.
You don't want
'Cause-
us to do the installation.
Yeah. No, just leave it like that. Just leave it like
No,
that.
I'm not, but we are more of a solutions-based company.
Okay.
We'd rather provide you with a solution to a problem. And when you say a solution, it's basically from component level to installation level.
Okay.
And unfortunately, what most people don't understand is some of the warranties, they fall off if the installation
It's
is
not
done
done
wrong.
Or by someone
And
who's
it-
not
exactly.
certified to do it.
And the warranty is kind of like just fall off. It's a sad reality, but it's what it is.
Now, tell me something. How are people
The response is very, very, very positive, I should say. I think it's actually encouraging. Probably maybe we should just say, thank God there are power cuts.
Okay.
Because that kind of like boosted people. And now I can see people now are beginning to appreciate solar more.
Yeah.
Like back then, people used to say, it's a luxury getting solar. But with these power cuts and the interruptions that are going on, people are more inclined to go solar because they need a solution to power for power. You can't run a generator every day.
Okay.
It's not sustainable.
You know the domestic wells that we have in Africa.
No, in Harare.
Oh, in Harare.
Yeah, it's just become Mosha. Now it's in Harare, my brother.
Okay. And you were like upgrading it, and that well, all of a sudden, you don't go with those bucket systems. And tell me more about it.
So for those people with wells, because I know at times it becomes a bit expensive for people to drill boreholes. So if a guy who comes and goes down, does your well.
Yeah.
But I think for some people, I think it's a bit tiresome for you to keep on potatoes. We love our TVs. I can't even imagine myself going out to draw water. No, I don't.
The water must come to me.
It must come to me. I should enjoy the
I
luxury.
should do less work.
Less work and let
more
your money
results.
work for you. You see, that's an investment that you've made. You can't invest and then you have to work for your investment again.
Exactly.
So the system that we had there, it was in Hatfield. She had a well. So we basically put in a well pump that's powered by solar. So pump, water goes into the tank. We connected the system to the house. Now everything is like.
And do you know the good thing about that system? Imagine your grandmother in
Exactly.
Mosha, and she's got a well, and you can turn that well,
to make shit power.
No, it's called a magic well after.
Magic well after. No, if you call it a magic well, people are going to start throwing coins and expecting miracles in the well.
No, but it becomes a magic well because all she has to do is just open the tap
Tape,
and then
water.
water comes out. So it doesn't matter.
Like with the current water situation, even
Yeah.
cattle don't have drinking water. So
Yeah.
imagine if after a day of grazing, they just come home. They automatically come home. You don't have to go looking for your mombas elsewhere. They'll
Yeah.
come home for a drink.
For a drink.
So it makes life easier for you. Now that's your money working for you again.
Perfect. And you know, one other thing as well is, like right now in the Southern African region, we've had a period where it's to rely on Manyami and Lake Chivero.
Chivero more.
And if you also look at it, Kariba Dam has lost
water
a
level,
lot of water.
water is-
And if we could get like most countries, like most consumers going on to solar energy, the water that's in the dams could go actually to irrigation, for producing
For
crops.
producing crops,
So let's think about what you and I can do
To help
to
the guy.
make our lives much better, to make our continent much better, to make the planet a
Greener.
much better place to live.
You're your brother's keeper, my brother.
Like the generated electricity, we should conserve it for the industrial sector because they need those gigantic.
But they also
megawatts.
need to start thinking along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's an area which they should really start considering. Because recently I heard the Minister of Energy saying that he's actually thinking of having some service stations going solar.
That's brilliant.
A service station that gives you diesel is actually thinking of going solar. They have
And then
diesel.
I'm buying diesel.
Then you're
to
buying
go-
diesel to power your house. I don't think it makes sense anymore. Everyone tuning in, I'm coming to your house.
So guys, with Tinashe, we're going to be going component by component by component. You've heard of what we call inverters, right? Just generally, what kind of inverters do we have?
Okay, we've got the pure sine wave. I don't want to go into
No,
that much
just
detail.
brush
Okay,
through.
okay. We've got the pure sine wave and the modified sine wave. I'm just going to probably just try and make it a little bit simpler.
No. That's for upcoming episodes.
Upcoming episodes, I know.
Okay.
I just want to give people just a basic appreciation of,
Okay.
of what they are looking at.
Okay.
A pure sine wave basically, it's not really like the true Zesa. It's almost like an impression of Zesa.
Okay.
That's a modified one.
Okay.
That's then on those inverters, we also have solar inverters. We have micro inverters. So I'm going to go component by component that build up a solar system. I think by the end of probably a month or so, everyone should be able to know the components, and everyone should be able to make an informed decision when going to buy the components that make up a solar system.
Okay.
It's a system, my brother, because it's got many.
And himself. Right, so it's going to be informative.
Entertaining.
Yep. And you're going to get a lot of information.
I wish I could give them exams, I like end of day just get now this one was listening, Kobakuda wasn't even listening, I wasn't even paying attention. You know how it is. But I think Dolan.
Right, so this is important. You know what? Ignorance is bliss, but it can get you in trouble. Right? You continue to watch the video where everything is broken down and explained. So when you go to buy, if you're going to buy it on your own, at least it's informed. If you're going to work with us, at least you know you're working with the best, right? And these are the guys that, if you go to Trauma Center Borodo, they're the guys that installed the system. The hospital is running off solar, and they did it. And they can come to your house, and then your house becomes a magic house where when the electricity is gone, you're playing video games.
Everyone's like, my next looks.
All you have to do is stay in touch with the guys that know. Stay in touch with the guys that know. Did you get that? Stay in touch with the guys that know. So if you've got questions, please
feel free. Drop them.
Drop us in a
gladly answer you.
Yes. And he will try and simplify it. And the customer service team is there.
He's ready to help you.
And I'm there just to, say a lot of,
You say a lot of good stuff.
So thank you very much
for
for joining us, and it's been a pleasure being with you. My name William, from your Epic team. Voila.
Just
Hi, my name is Kuda, one of the solutions expert at Epic Energy. For the past 5 years, we've been providing solutions to the business community, farming community, and household.
One reason why people just keep coming for us for service is because of how we work. We believe that you have to get it right.
Quality. All our premier packages come with warranties and after-sales support. Wherever you are, whatever your energy needs, Epic Energy will come to you. We'll make it work.
Imagine if we could cook at no extra cost. Imagine if we could irrigate your crops at no extra cost. And imagine if you could enjoy uninterrupted power supply 24 hours a day.
This year, we are so excited about the product that we have, which are more cost effective and more efficient.
Opportunities do not make appointments, so don't miss out. Give us a call.
Hi, my name is Kuda, one of the solutions expert at Epic Energy. For the past 5 years, we've been providing solutions to the business community, farming community, and household.